Do not press me to leave you, to turn back from following you. For where you go, I will go. Where you sleep, I will sleep. Your people is my people. Your God is my God. Where you die, I will die. And there I will be buried. Megillat Ruth. For the last 16 years, Stella and I have lived out the modern version of the story of Naomi and Ruth on the international stage from Potomac, Maryland to Neve Daniel, Israel. From our beginning under the starry sky of the Sukkah, we have stood by each other and been as one people. Sometimes I was Naomi, leading Stella on the path and guiding her. Other times she was Naomi to my Ruth, guiding me and showing me the way. When we met, Stella was Naomi, inviting us into her home that night when Yarden scared us in the Glasshopper Sukkah. She embraced us with a warm smile, delicious food as only she could, inviting us to a community meal. And as we started to think about life in Potomac, Stella and Yarden guided us, inviting us for more meals and embracing us with enthusiasm and warmth. Through the years, as we moved to the cul-de-sac in Potomac and started to build our lives, we carried each other through. We gave birth to Matan and Rivka within 9 days of each other, and Stella continued to be Naomi, leading me as I became a new mom for the first time. And then on the night that we told them, on Rosh Hashanah of 2003, that we were picking up and making Aliyah, I became Naomi to Stella's Ruth. And I put out my hand and I led Stella to the land where they both dreamed of coming. And we opened up the possibility that that dream could be real for all of us. In the summer of 2005, I was again Naomi, welcoming them with open arms as they descended from the plane to our homeland. Where you go, I will go. Where you sleep, I will sleep. Your people is my people. Your God is my God. And we were reunited again. I remained Naomi for a while, carrying Stella metaphorically through the trials and tribulations of Aliyah and watching her and her family flourish. Stella approached every task with zeal, every challenge with enthusiasm, whether it was learning Hebrew and studying for her exams, making new friends, finding chesed projects to enjoy. She was always in the thick of things. And as Stella got grounded here in Israel, she often became Naomi to my Ruth, teaching me lessons of friendship, modesty, chesed, kindness. As her Hebrew name says, she has always been my rock and my star. She was my rock, grounded, the one to turn to, the one to rely on. But she was the star, the one to reach for, the example to try to emulate. And then Stella got sick. And you would think at that point I would become Naomi for good, leading her through this terrible time. But even through the sickness, our roles were often reversed. Soon after her diagnosis, she cornered me in the kitchen. Romi, she said, are you okay? Am I okay? I wanted to laugh or cry, and that was our Stella. She was often Naomi during her illness, racing up the stairs when we wanted to take the elevator, jumping out of bed to make dinner when she could, inviting people because they had made chesed projects for her, giving brachot to the woman with the cart at Shaarei Tzedek, who was there to give her strength, having an ear for that woman's problems and a kind word for her deeds. Naomi was constantly setting an example for her Ruth. And now, of course, I have become Naomi for a final time. Stella, you did it. You transformed yourself in the course of your lifetime so many times, embracing Judaism, Israel, leading your family to a life of promise and beauty here in the hills of Gush Etzion. Look at what you've accomplished in your far too short life. Look at the people who are here today to celebrate your journey and your spirit. Where you go, I will go. Your people is my people. Where you die, I will die, and there I will be buried. Today we embrace those words again in our lives as I, Naomi, literally carry my Ruth to her final resting place. Oftentimes the choices that we get to make in our lives are more powerful than the things that are thrust upon us. You chose Judaism, Stella, and you embraced it with a fervor that few could possibly emulate. And you chose me as a sister on the journey through life. I will forever be grateful for that choice. Josh and I promise to keep your family close to our hearts forever as we lead you today on your final journey. And in Stella fashion, we must thank the community of people here in Potomac, through Shaarei Tzedek, through around the world, who have held us and the Frankls, embraced us, and helped us through. And we have to offer a special thank you to the incredible medical team in Neve Daniel, who jumped in with such compassion and direction at the end. My dear Ruth, my Stella, your people are indeed my people. Your God is mine. Where you die, I will die, and there I will be buried. Rest in peace and love, my dear friend. I love you forever, my rock star. So.